Hello, everyone. Welcome to This Day. It is Tuesday, October 7th. I'm Michael Tiro, along with Bree Cox-Kennedy.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show.
Welcome back, everybody. And did you have? I haven't talked. Have you had a nice weekend? Do you watch any football? I stopped watching when the Rams lost. That's when I lost my bet, the pool I was in. So then I was out.
Oh, you lost already?
I lost already.
Oh my gosh. No football for me unless it's forced on me. But the boyfriend decided he needed to go to Florida for one football game.
For one football game?
Yep. Left on Friday, came back on Sunday. I mean, there's some massive dedication going on there. I wouldn't do it.
Well,
I didn't go.
You had a football-free weekend then. Good stuff.
There's more to come. And speaking of more to come, on today's show, let's get on with it. We've got Pacific Financial Planners with Jerry Schlutzwitz. He's going to be talking to us about a guide to retirement. And then later in the show, we've got the Democratic Club with Jonathan Adler and Janine Lepowski. They will be discussing with Michael California's ballot measure.
The big one.
All right, here we go. But first, folks, we want to keep you informed.
Absolutely, let's stay informed. And if you've been getting, Ting's been hooking up folks in the residences here, and some folks are asking, hey, can I cancel my internet now? Is that a good time to do that? No. The answer is no. Some of the manors are connecting with the new fiber network. Ting is still testing and validating the system, though, community-wide to ensure performance and reliability. So residents should not cancel their West Coast internet service yet. Maybe a lot more tests are still going to happen, so it's going to be months of hookups. The whole community's not even hooked up yet. So again, it's still getting wired out, still the network's being done. So wait until you are told and notified. You will get a notification about when it is okay to cancel that, and when Ting is up and operational, all tested and functional. There you go.
All right. Well, hopefully we might have a timeline for them sooner than later. Let's take a quick look at our 5-day weather overcast forecast.
Overcast forecast. There you go.
I love it. Hopefully, folks, we've got a gorgeous fall week ahead. Today we should see a high of about 73. Of course, that's after these very dense, heavy, low morning clouds burn off. We should see that sun come out. Wednesday warms up to a high of 75 under sunny skies, followed by Thursday at 77 with gentle breezes. Friday and Saturday bring, hopefully, the warmest temperatures of the week, reaching 79 degrees each day. It's a beautiful, mild stretch of fall weather to enjoy here in the village.
There we go. And that overcast forecast kept you from seeing the sunrise this morning. But if you did get up to see the sunrise, it happened at 6:49, whether you saw it or not. We got a beautiful picture here from Bluestone Gorge. It is a pipe stem resort state park in West Virginia. Thank you very much, J.R. Davis, for sending us this picture. So sunrise was 6:49, and sunset tonight is going to be 6:26. Hopefully you'll see it. The clouds will clear out, maybe.
Hopefully that sun will make its little...
If you'd like to send us a picture, by the way, Bree.
Yes.
Bree, I know Bree sent us a picture. I put in pictures. We send in pictures all the time. But if you'd like to send us a picture, just like JR did, we'd love to see it. Email us, lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Make sure you include your name, where you took the picture, and we'll use it in our sunrise sunset segment.
I tell you what, those pictures are getting better and better all the time, folks.
That's a nice one.
Gorgeous. All right, we've got just a couple of meetings to tell you about before we head on over to the break. And then after the break, Pacific Financial Planners will be here.
Welcome to Royalty Flooring Design, your trusted flooring experts, now serving Laguna Woods Village. Add a touch of royalty to your home with our high-quality flooring, engineered hardwoods, luxury vinyl, tile, carpet, and more. Visit our stunning Corona Del Mar showroom for everything you need at unbeatable prices. As a family-run business, we pride ourselves on quality, integrity, and transparency. Call today for your free in-home consultation.
Do you suffer from low back pain? Hoag Orthopedic Institute is the #1 provider of orthopedic and spine care in Orange County. Our Back to You program is a unique, non-operative, evidence-based approach to treating low back pain. Our spine strengthening program combines physical therapy with education on pain and nutrition. Let Hoag Orthopedic Institute's Back to You program get you back to doing what you love. For more information, visit hoiexperts.com/spine or call 855-999-4641 to find a doctor.
Your smile is key to your overall health. Put it into good hands with Loberg Dental. We are restorative dentistry experts specializing in fillings, crowns, dental implants, root canals, and more. Come experience our exceptional care for yourself with a special offer for new patients. Your first exam and set of x-rays is free without insurance. Let us give you something to smile about. Visit drloberg.com today to make an appointment and get your free exam and x-rays.
Your legacy is more than just memories. It's security and well-being of your loved ones. In today's ever-changing market, is your portfolio ready to protect what matters most? Now is the time to ensure your investments are aligned with your goals and the current economic climate. Safeguard your future. Visit yourmoneytalks.com or call 949-219-0692 today. Protect what matters most. We're here to help.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. Here to discuss a senior's guide to retirement. I've got Jerry Schlutzwitz with me from Pacific Financial Planners. Hi, Jerry.
Hi, how you doing, Bree?
I'm good. How are you?
Great, thank you for having me again.
Oh, I mean, always a pleasure. Wonderful to have you. I always learn so much from you. I'm sure our viewers do as well. This month, you're talking about a senior's guide to retirement. We all know how important that is. What happens when the paychecks stop coming in, Jerry?
Yeah, it's dramatic. I mean, that's why people need some sort of a guide or some sort of an outline, because this is not taught in school. Financial planning isn't taught. And many times if you go to workshops or seminars, there's somebody trying to sell you, a product or a service. So they're not doing true financial planning either. So when you retire and your job paycheck stops coming in, the bills don't stop. And because the bills don't stop, you've got to be in a situation where you've got to figure out a way to pay for it. And then you start wondering, if you're draining down your resources to pay your bills, how long will your money last?
That's a scary situation to find yourself in.
Yeah, I think a lot of reasons people keep part-time jobs in retirement is they're just so uncertain about their financial future. And many people, don't have to be if they just knew how to plan for it correctly.
All right. Well, let's talk about solid retirement income strategies. What do those look like?
Well, when you're young, you want to grow your money. Growth is most important. But when you retire and you give up that paycheck, you've got to decide what's more important, a big gain or not losing big. And you don't want to lose a big amount of money. So safety becomes really the priority out there. Is you've got to make sure that you've got a plan for principal protection, and for at least a chunk. I ask people all the time who come to meet me, do you want any of your money guaranteed, like none of it, all of it, or some of it? And most people, when they're retired, want some of their money at the very least insured and fully protected. Then it's not about growth anymore. Again, it's about income. How can I pay my bills? And is it contractual income versus non-contractual income? How safe is that income? How do I know I'm going to get it? And then growth, yes, you do need some, but that's not the emphasis. That's the small part to keep up with inflation.
Absolutely. Have you seen that people use stocks or mutual funds as a means of retirement or funding their retirement? And if so, what are the drawbacks of that?
Well, again, using stocks and some funds for retirement for some of your money could be a good idea, but far too many people, Bree, use it for all their money. And I see it all the time where people have 80, 85% of their money in the stock and bond market. And those are non-contractually guaranteed. And while we've been in a great environment, it's not good enough for someone in their 60s, 70s, 80s to take that kind of risk with. And many times they should reduce their exposure to the
Well,
markets.
because like you just said, the markets are so unpredictable. So what is the best approach for retirees?
Well, having a plan. And that plan needs to, again, you have to first identify how much money you need to live on month to month in retirement. It's not that hard to calculate. I can help anyone calculate that number, and I don't charge for that. But once you know what your number for monthly income is, expenses, then how much you get in Social Security, do you get pensions, where's your resources of money? Is it rental property, et cetera? Or are you drawing from your investments? So if you're drawing from your investments, how much of that cost is covered through the income as opposed to selling shares and selling growth? So that's, again, goes to that safety, income, with growth being last. So you should rely less on the market, because it is unpredictable, and the future is unpredictable. I mean, people think that investing is just about their stocks or bonds.
Right.
What about if something comes along with your health, or your spouse's health, or cognitive issues? Different things happen as you change. So you've got to be prepared for several different outcomes. It's not like I can predict the future, they can, but I can prepare you for various outcomes, and a lot of people just don't think that that's possible, but it truly is.
Is it ever too late? Are people ever, they kind of look at themselves and say, well, I'm too old. There's no point in me starting now.
It's never too late to make sure that you have peace of mind when it comes to your money. Okay, so if you've got uncertainty, if you're unsure, then you're 10, 15, 20 years into retirement, get a review, get a set of eyes to look at your financial situation, not to sell you a bond or annuity or mutual fund, but to look at your financial plan and see how solid it is, because we don't know how long we're going to live. I mean, people are living to 100 and beyond, much, much greater numbers than ever before. Are you prepared? Even if you're 80, 85 years old? I don't know.
And I would imagine because of people, when they don't know where they really stand with their financial situation, that they're going to be cutting back and compromising on the things that they love and enjoy when they may not have to.
Exactly correct, Bree. There are many people who underlive the lifestyle that they could afford out of fear, okay? I've seen it here in the village, people giving up opportunities where they have had more than enough to do some of the things they want. So I'm kind of act as a cheerleader in some of those situations and try to explain to them how they can afford to do more. Now, some people are just satisfied with their lifestyle, and that's great. There's nothing wrong with that. And once in a while, generally on the younger side, generally more men, you see them outliving their lifestyle that they can afford, and I have to caution those people as well. But
You got to call it like you see it, right?
I do. I don't make everybody happy, but I tell them the
But
truth.
isn't that why they trust you?
Well, they should, because I've been doing this almost 40 years, and again, it's not just selling stocks and bonds, it's true financial planning. It's a much different deal. There are plenty of us out there that are true financial planners that'll look at your holistic approach to everything and call it like it is and tell you how you see it. And then you could take that information, do whatever you want with it. But a lot of people, when they see the real behind the scenes of how their lifestyle is, if they're going to run out of money or whatever it is, or that they could live a better lifestyle, they're very grateful, and we work with a lot of people for that
At least
reason.
they're armed with that knowledge, right? You
Correct.
can't unknow.
Yeah.
Right.
No, we get it where the client, the prospect, whoever's sitting at my table with no obligation, they understand when they're leaving the office exactly where they sit. I call it like it is.
Quickly, any forecasts for the next year and economics?
It's kind of crazy. The markets were record highs and all that sort of stuff. Gold hit record high this morning. But it still seems like things are okay, quote unquote, and we're not super out of whack valuations. So I'm still optimistically, but remember, I am very defensive in my approach to investing.
All right. Well, speaking of defensive, you've got a financial forum.
Yeah, it's this
up.
Thursday, 3 to 5, Clubhouse 7. No obligation to sign in or say anything, but a lot of people come in and participate. We talk about the senior guide to retirement, a lot of the topics we talked about today, but in much more extensive manner in a group setting, coffee and cookies, bring a friend.
Sounds wonderful. All right, Jerry. Always a pleasure.
Thank you, Bree.
Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
Coming up next, Michael will be back with the Democratic Club. Stay with us.
Are you looking to boost your financial knowledge in a friendly, relaxed setting? Join us at the Financial Forum Club, where we tackle important money matters together. The second Thursday of every month from 3 to 5 p.m. in Clubhouse 7. No RSVP is required. Come to learn, share, or just listen. Coffee and cookies are on us. The Financial Forum Club, your community, your future, your financial education.
At Adapt to It, we strive to make the everyday tasks easier by providing our customers with the tools they need to be successful. We carefully explain the use and care of all of our equipment. Adapt to It has been in Laguna Woods for over 20 years, and we know that nothing in life stays constant. So we can help you adapt to all the changes in your life. Adapt to It sells and rents items and always delivers with a smile. Come in today to experience what we mean when we say, when you can't change it, adapt to it.
Here in Laguna Woods, we know every drop of water matters. That's why Eco Wash SoCal comes to you. No noise, no mess. Just 16 to 32 ounces of water and 100% natural products. We clean your car while you enjoy golf, tennis, or pickleball. Safe, silent, and sustainable. The smarter way to care for your car. Eco Wash SoCal. Delivered to your door. Visit EcoWashAmerica.com or call today. 786-984-2811.
What would it feel like to hear better? Many people are trapped in the isolation of poor hearing and don't realize it. Even people that are wearing other hearing aids. They only know the way they hear, not how much better they could be hearing. We've taken patients that were hearing 24% of conversations and improved them to 92%. A life-changing difference. Put on these hearing aids and hear better, automatically. No buttons to push or technology to fear. Artificial intelligence and these products do all the work. Don't settle for less. And remember, tell them Stuart sent you.
If you're like me, you got your ballot in the mail yesterday. It's coming. If it's coming, it's coming. Trust me, this week they're all out there, and on that ballot, some big issues. And we want to welcome from the Democratic Club, Jonathan Adler and Jeannie Lepowski to talk about Prop 50. We're going to talk about that, and you have an upcoming speaker and things like that. So welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So let's talk about your speaker you have coming up. That's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, we have, her name is Russalie, look at her, Bongolan. I hope I didn't butcher her name. I haven't heard her say
Haven't heard her say it herself?
I haven't heard her.
That's always trouble.
Right. Anyway, but she has a wonderful reputation as somebody who builds coalitions among different people, and her focus has been on Asian American communities in particular, but she's also done coalition building among Black communities, and her topic is. The title of her talk is From Visibility to Belonging, Organizing Across Communities. And she's going to share some of her stories about organizing from the Asian American perspective.
Right.
And which is something that we as a club are very interested in because we don't have that much representation in the club itself. I mean, there are lots of Asian Americans in the village, but we don't have that much representation among Asian Americans, and so we would really like to understand, what their perspective, what their various perspectives are, because she talks about across communities, and of course, Asian Americans are not one block.
They're right.
Lots and lots of different communities with different cultures and different backgrounds.
Right. And so many came here for different reasons in terms of their settlement and the migrations that when they occurred, Vietnam, Asia, Japan, China, all at different time periods in our history for different reasons. And
Yes,
so there's all
yes.
sorts of that history also kind of plays into it as
Yeah,
well.
exactly. So I'm really looking forward to this. It should be very, very interesting.
Okay.
And
So
then
that's
like
going to be October 21st.
October 21st. The doors open at 6:30 for socializing. The program starts at 7.
Over at Clubhouse soon, the main lounge, as usual for the Democratic Club.
Right,
All right, we're looking forward to
right.
that. Let's talk a little bit about Prop 50. We've heard the term gerrymandering thrown around, and that's what some states do, and that's what kind of has brought this Prop 50 to fruition here. So, Jonathan, talk a little bit about what gerrymandering is in general. It's kind of like when you see these crazy shaped districts that are supposed to be representative of the people. That's a little bit of what goes into gerrymandering, right?
Well, when you parse the word gerrymandering, Jerry was the governor of Massachusetts
Right.
in the early 1800s, and mander comes from salamander, which
And you had this district that looked like a salamander, as I recall.
Described, a district that looked like a salamander. And basically, it's a process by which a party in control of the redistricting process gains seats that are far out of proportion to their actual number of voters. So people don't really understand the power of it. And the basic strategy is called crack and pack. And that is, you pack as many of the opposing voters into as few districts as possible. And in the case of Prop 50, Texas was able basically to pack 1/3, a third of the Democratic voters into 1/5 of the districts. They have 38 districts. And then to crack those and disperse them among districts where your side controls the district. And it is very, very powerful and capable. Did a little bit of back of the envelope arithmetic, and I found that if you were in control of a state, like it's called trifecta, where you have the governorship and both houses
Right.
of the legislature, and the voters are split 50-50, you can draw districts that give you 80% of the seats in Congress. So the alternative, of course, is what we had and will have in California, called the Independent Citizens Redistricting Commission,
Right.
which specifically prohibits gerrymandering because it lays out criteria for drawing districts: contiguous, compact,
Right.
communities of interest, and keeps counties and cities together. So that precludes gerrymandering.
Absolutely right. And then, in California, strangely enough, or interestingly enough, Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor at the time who spirited that through the legislature and everything like that. He wanted to see it. So it can be a bipartisan issue when you say, okay, there's a fairness for all when we look at it this way. So we have Prop 50 on the ballot. It is a direct response to what happened in Texas, right?
Yes, but you'd never know that by reading the mailers and the ads of the No on 50 people. Every word in their material is true because it touts how wonderful the Independent Citizens Redistricting Commission is, and it runs down and disparages gerrymandering and districting by politicians. So all of this is absolutely wonderful, except that they omit these key 20 words. President Trump directed Texas Governor Abbott to call legislature special session to gerrymander 5 more Republican seats to control the House in the 2026 midterm elections. There's not a word of that
Right.
in that
Basically, the
material.
impetus behind Prop 50 in the first place, again, like I said, the reaction to Texas and what they were doing, that was the key behind it, right?
And the very name of Prop 50,
Right.
the official name is the Election Rigging Response Act. And the rigging is what occurred in Texas with a new mid-decade redistricting, redrawing of maps. And this is California's response to offset that. And of course, the Citizens Commission, this is a one-off, a one-time putting it aside to offset Texas, and it will come back
Right, it's written into the legislation that it will go away in like what, three election cycles or something like that?
No,
or whatever it
one
be?
election.
One election cycle?
I'm sorry, 3 cycles because
we
the
go.
next census
Right.
is in 2030.
Right.
So the next redistricting is the year after that in 2031. And it is not illegal to do mid-decade redistricting, although that's very rarely
It's not
done.
the practice, right. Right, absolutely. All right, well, lots to talk about. The next meeting of the Democratic Club, I feel that for sure. I want to thank both Jonathan and Jeannie for showing up today and looking forward to your event on the 21st. Thank you very much. Thanks for being here, guys.
Thank you, Michael.
You're watching This Day. We'll be right back.
At City of Hope, we're not just keeping pace with the latest in cancer research. We're leading the way. More than 2,000 cancer experts working as one to better every breakthrough, accelerate every innovation. With the most cancer-focused clinical trials in California, we're transforming discoveries into treatments at unprecedented speed. Because your future can't wait. And at City of Hope, it doesn't have to.
Wait is over. A brand new pharmacy just minutes from your front door is now open. Service is our top priority at Laguna Pharmacy. Enjoy free same-day delivery, low over-the-counter prices, and personalized attention, all with the same copay you're used to. Tired of waiting on hold? Our experienced pharmacists answer your calls right away. We are in network with most Medicare plans and make the transfer process easy. Visit Laguna Pharmacy today for the exceptional care you deserve.
Folks, it's fall, and that means it's time for the Fall Bazaar. It's coming up on October 25th. I hope you're looking forward to that one. It's going to be right here in the Village. And more information about that is going to be 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday, October 25th, over at Clubhouse 5 in the main lounge. Make sure you get out there and enjoy the festivities, all the items you can buy. It's kind of like a really cool fall flea market. That's why I like to think of it as. There you go. Hopefully the weather will be nice.
Well,
we don't
I
have
hope
the forecast
so
out
too.
that far.
Yes, let's take a look. Today's high is only going to reach about 73 degrees. We've got a really low clouds, dense fog going on right now. Hopefully it'll burn off and continue to burn off, taking us into a very pleasant weekend with highs of 79 is the outlook. Lots of sunshine, looking forward to it.
There you go. Hey, tomorrow on the program, Bree's going to be back, and we're going to have the Saddle Club and Theater Guild, so I'll have to watch and see how that goes.
That's right. That's right. All right, folks, that's going to do it for this episode of This Day. Of course, from all of us here, we wish yours a beautiful one.